Hello my lovelies! So today we are doing the Lannister knot. This is in the second episode of season 3 of Game of Thrones, and of course it is a Cersei style because she usually has my favorite hair. I think it's because her hair is very similar, so I find that I'm able to do her styles a little more easily than some of the others. Alright, this is actually not that difficult, yet a teeny bit complicated. It is just a half up, so, you know, you don't need a ton of hair to do this one at all, since we're only going to be using half, not even half. But yeah, you'll notice I've got my bangs fairly trained to be off my face, just so it'll be easier to tuck them into this style when we're finished. Alright, so let's get started. We are going to need bobby pins. And only bobby pins today. Yay! And not the big ones either, you guys. The little ones are standard size. Alright, so basically you want to make sure you are parted somewhat down the middle. And we are going to take from up here at the top, about this much. We're going to pull these away. These little ones, these are sort of a bit of an accent that we're going to have going on. I just want to make sure I get about the same amount on both sides. Alrighty. And then the rest of this, we are going to take from above our ears about, not a lot, about this much. We don't need the whole top half because this hairstyle looks kind of delicate, which is, you know, if we have all the top half of our hair, that will defeat the purpose. So, both sides, about that much. Braid waves, which means, you know, I don't get to really comb them out. Alright, so the base of this is a knot. And I figured, since it is a knot, we should start with a knot. So we're actually going to do the beginning of a Celtic knot, which is cool. Alright, so in order to do that, hopefully I can't see it anyway, so now you can see it. You can take the 2 fingers of your left hand, pull your hair up, over and behind, bring it over this way. Now work your thumb into this little hole here, grasp your hair, where's my loop? Pull it through. Alright, now what you want to do is you have a loop and a loop. Spread them out. Use your thumb here, this finger. You have hair left over, just pull it straight down. Now we're going to pin our loops. Now, you don't want to put your pin up in the top of the loop. You want it in here in the bottom. And what we're going to try to do is hide it as well as we can by pinning it underneath and over to the center of both sides. Same with the other side. And hopefully it will stay. Yay! Woohoo! So we should have this. Hopefully it looks like it did the first time I did it. It does. Now, I know you're looking at it and going, that doesn't seem overly complicated. Well, here's the fun part. We're going to make some rope braids. And then add to the convoluted loopage. So our rope braids, just standard 2 strands. If you are more comfortable with 3, you know, feel free. I always just do 2. So I'm going to twist towards my face first, and then back away, because I want the strand in front to be on top. So that's the direction you gotta go. Alrighty, so I'm going to rope braid these. It does not need to be a tight twist by any way, shape, or form. I'm doing really loose ones, as you can see, because basically we're doing, well, it does look like a rope, at least this much of it does, but once we get back into here, it doesn't really need to stay in rope shape, so much so that I'm not even going to put hair ties on the ends. I'm just going to do this on both sides, and then I'll be back to show you what we do after that to make it look all complicated and cool. Alright, back in a sec. We're back. We should have a half Celtic knot pinned up and a half up on the back of our head. And we should have 2 rope braids in the front without any hair ties. Yeah. So now we're gonna make it complex and awesome. All right, we'll start with the right hand side since it's actually towards the camera. We're gonna pull back. Now you'll see why we did not put, or tried to put the pins at the bottom of the loops, because we need to start threading through our loops. The loop on the right hand side, if you gently go towards the front, you can poke your finger through, right? We're going to thread gently, thread in this rope braid. We're going to do this on both sides so we can kind of keep it as even as possible. Yeah. Go through. Oh, let me see if I can poke my other finger. There we go. Alrighty. So we've got that thus far. You might want to pull a bit so we get a little bit of droop right there. Ta-da. Alright, now what I am actually going to do is tie these. Like so. Tie. Ta-da. Together. Let me check. Make sure I'm where I want to be thus far. Yes. Okay. Now, next step. Ta-da. Let's take what is now on our left side, which was our right side starting out. We're going to pull it up and loop. I want to loop around the loop, which may sound really odd. And then pin underneath. And up into, so hopefully we won't see it. And the same thing on this side. Round and up and pin. Again, up. And now you see we have these funky loops happening. Twist. And then pull down here to the bottom and pin again. Up underneath. And the same with this side. Twist, pull back down, and pin. Hopefully all of our pins are hidden. I hope. Let me look. Well, I can see my pins a little bit, but they're not super duper bad. Adjust a little bit. So we have this, and then just to accentuate a little bit more at the top, I'm going to pull the loop all the way up, this loop, and then I'm going to pin it up the top, which we can do now that we've got all our threading and everything else done. Pin, and this side too. All right, that should be it. Not too bad. You might want to add, actually let's do that. Let's add one pin right here. All right, I don't have a straight up hairpin, which would be preferable. Just a U-pin for this. I used all mine and put beadly bobs on the ends of all of them. So I'm going to use a bobby and try and make it work like one. And I don't think I got that side. Let's try one more time. Just to bring the braids up a little bit so you can see them a little bit better. Like so. Yes, please. Like so. There we go. Kind of a little knot deal going. And for the front, for my bangs, I'm just going to pull them back, tuck them under my ropes in front. I could bobby them to make them stay, but that'll work for now. And there is our finished Season 3 Cersei style, our Lannister knot. I think it's pretty. I think it looks close. As always, I get to see it once, and then I try and pause and look and try and figure it out in my head as quickly as I can, because, you know, that's what I do. Yes. So, any hoodles. There we go. There's my impression of the Lannister knot. Hopefully you like it, and we'll try it. And like I said, half up styles are awesome because you don't need a ton of length to do them. Yay! So, yeah. Let me know what you think, I guess. Alright. So, yeah, in the bottom here, in the underbar, I am linking to Siobhan, who threw up 3 really quick styles this week that I think you will really like. She did Marjorie. Oh god, and it's escaping me what else she did. But they're pretty. Trust me. Oh, Sansa. And then there's one that involves like scarf or ribbon. So you should try that one too. But any hoodles, there's a link down here. So you can go and see what freestyles she came up with this week. And hopefully next week we'll get something really cool. Keep your fingers crossed, peeps. Alrighty, until next time, everybody have a great day. I will see you all then. Love you guys. Bye.